complex, compelling relationships with their vaginas. This particular woman blows my mind. She was a sex worker, but she only did sex work with women.
I love vaginas. I love women. I do not see them as separate things. Women pay me to dominate them, to excite them, to make them come. I did not start out like this. No, to the contrary, I started out as a lawyer, but in my late 30s I became obsessed with making women happy. It began as a mission of sorts, but then I got involved in it. I got very good at it. Kind of brilliant. It was my art. I started getting paid for it. It was as if I had found my calling. I wore outrageous outfits when I dominated women. Oh my God. And I used pumps. You know, some rope. Some handcuffs.
Oh, brains to sinners!
Vibrators.
Oh, no, I got
Bigger vibrators. Dildos. Nothing like this in tax law. There were no props, no excitement, and I hated those blue corporate suits. Although I wear them now from time to time in my new line of work, and they serve quite nicely. There were no props in tax law. There was no wetness, no dark, mysterious foreplay, no erect nipples, no delicious mouths. But mostly, there was no moaning. Not the kind I'm talking about anyway. There was no moaning. This was the key. I see it now. Moaning was the thing that ultimately seduced me and got me addicted to making women happy. When I was a young girl and I would see women in the movies making love, making strange orgasmic moaning noises, I used to laugh. I got strangely hysterical. I just couldn't believe that these big, outrageous, ungoverned noises came from women. I longed to moan. I used to practice in front of a mirror on a tape recorder, moaning in various keys, various tones. But always when I played it back, it sounded fake. It was fake. It wasn't rooted in anything sexual, really, only in my desire to be sexual. But then one time, when I was 10, I had to pee really badly once, on a car trip. It went on for almost an hour, and when I finally got to pee, in this dirty little gas station, it was so exciting, I moaned. I moaned as I peed. I couldn't believe it, me moaning in this Texaco station in the middle of Louisiana. I realized then that moaning is connected with not getting what you want right away, with putting things off. I realized that moans were the best when they caught you by surprise, when they came from this dark, mysterious place inside yourself that speaks its own language. I realized that moaning was, in fact, that language. I became a moaner. It made most men anxious. Frankly, it terrified them. I was loud and they couldn't concentrate on what they were doing. First they lose focus, then they lose everything. We couldn't make love in people's homes. The walls were too thick. I got a reputation in my building and people stared at me with contempt in the elevator. Then I thought I was too intense. Some called me insane. I began to feel bad about my moaning. I got quiet and polite. I made noise into a pillow. I began to choke my moan, to hold it back like a sneeze. I began to get headaches and stress-related disorders. I was becoming hopeless when I discovered women. I discovered that most women loved my moan, but more importantly, I discovered how deeply excited I became when other women moaned. their moaning. I made love to moaners, and they found a deeper, more penetrating moan. It was a kind of surgery, a kind of delicate science, finding the exact tempo, the right location, or home of moan. That's what I called it. Sometimes I found the moan right over a woman's cheeks. Sometimes I snuck up on it, off the record, quietly disarming the surrounding alarms and sometimes I used force, but not a violent, oppressive kind of force. More like an I'm going to take you somewhere, don't worry, just lay back and enjoy the ride kind of force. Sometimes it was simply mundane. I found the moan before things even really got started, when we were eating salad or chicken. Just casual, right there, with my fingers. Real simple. In the kitchen, all mixed in with the balsamic vinegar. Sometimes I used props. I loved props. Remember me with it. Sometimes I made a woman find her own moan right in front of me. I waited, stuck it out until she opened herself. And I wasn't fooled by the minor, more obvious moans. No. I pushed her further, all the way until she found her power moan. There was the clit moan,